Green Street, also known as Green Street Hooligans and Hooligans, is a 2005 crime drama film about football hooliganism in the United Kingdom. The film was directed by Lexi Alexander and stars Elijah Wood and Charlie Hunnam. Journalism major Matt Buckner, Elijah Wood, is expelled from Harvard University after cocaine is discovered in his room. Though it belongs to his roommate Jeremy, Matt is afraid to speak up because Jeremy comes from a powerful family, and is offered $10,000 for taking the blame. Matt reluctantly accepts the money and uses it to visit his sister Shannon, Claire Forlani, her husband Steve, Mark Warren, and their son Ben in London. There, Matt meets Steve's brother Pete, Charlie Hunnam, a teacher and football coach who leads the local football hooligan firm, Green Street Elite, GSE. Steve asks Pete to take Matt to a football match. Though Pete is reluctant to take a yank to a football match, he decides to take Matt to the game, thinking he might learn something. Matt meets Pete's friends and his firm in their local pub and they befriend Matt, with the exception of Pete's stubborn right-hand man Baver, who takes an immediate dislike to Matt. A few pints in and they head to the match. Afterward, Pete, Baver, and the other firm members go off to fight some Birmingham City fans. But Matt decides that it is not for him and heads to the train home. On his way back, Matt is jumped by 3 Birmingham fans but is rescued by some GSE members. Though grossly outnumbered, the GSE manage to fight off the Birmingham firm until reinforcements chase them off. Matt does well in his first true fight, is inducted into the GSE, and moves in with Pete. The GSE firm then head to an away game against Manchester United. Matt ends up sneaking onto the train to help when they are warned that 40 Manchester United firm members are waiting for them at the station. Baver pulls the train's emergency stop handle and at Matt's initiative the firm persuades a van driver to take them into Manchester, posing as a moving equipment van for a film production. When past them, the GSE charge out to attack the United firm members. They win the fight and leave, taunting the United firm. Jealous of Matt's rise in the ranks, Baver talks to Tommy Hatcher, Jeff Bell, the head of GSE's rival firm, the NGO. After one of the members of the GSE sees Matt meeting his father, a journalist for The Times, for lunch, they assume Matt is a giorno as well. Baver informs Pete of this. Steve goes to the Abbey to warn Matt and discovers that Steve is the founder and former leader of the GSE. The major, who retired from football hooliganism after witnessing the death of Tommy's 12-year-old son in a fight. Baver secretly informs Tommy and the Millwall firm of Steve's presence. Pete angrily confronts Matt in the bathroom over his identity as a giorno. The Millwall firm crashes the Abbey and petrol bomb the bar. Tommy confronts Steve and stabs him in the neck with a broken bottle, telling him that if he dies tonight, then they are both even. Baver, who had been knocked unconscious by Tommy's right-hand man upon arriving, helps get Steve to the hospital where Pete slams Baver for his betrayal. Shannon decides to return to the United States to ensure the safety of her family. The two firms meet near the Millennium Dome the next day for a final brawl. Matt and Baver show up to fight for the GSE, but Shannon turns up with Ben and is subsequently attacked in her car by Tommy's right-hand man. Matt and Baver come to their rescue. Pete notices that Tommy is approaching the car and goads him by saying Tommy is to blame for his son's death by having failed to protect him. Tommy snaps and tackles Pete to the ground, eventually beating him to death. Everyone on both sides gathers around Pete's dead body in shock. Matt returns home to the United States and confronts the now wealthy and successful Jeremy in a restaurant, who is snorting cocaine. Jeremy admits to being the cocaine stash's owner and, as he is about to leave, Matt pulls out a tape recorder. Horrified that Matt has declared his confession as a ticket back to Harvard, Jeremy lunges at him. But Matt fends Jeremy off with ease. As a victorious Matt walks down the street outside the restaurant, he sings, "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles," the anthem of the GSE and their associated club, West Ham United.